Hello, welcome to this new tutorial. In this tutorial, we shall talk about political socialization. Political socialization is divided into two parts. First, we'll talk about meaning and definitions of political socialization. And in next tutorial, we shall talk about the agents of political socialization. So in this tutorial, we shall try and understand the meaning and definitions of political socialization. So let us begin. Well, when we talk about political socialization, we are basically talking about people, their political culture, and their association within the society. Therefore, people are inducted into the political culture of their nation through the political socialization process. Most often, older members of society teach younger members the rules and norms of political life. According to Almond and Coleman, he defines that we do not inherit our political behavior, attitude, values, and knowledge through our genes. Instead, we come to understand our role and to fit in to our political culture through the political learning process. Basically, Almond and Coleman stress upon that we don't inherit any political behavior, attitude, value, or knowledge through our genes. Rather, we adopt, we understand our role only by getting into the political culture and only through learning the political learning process. So this is basically about playing our important role within the society, playing our important role in political system of a state. That way we learn or become a part of political socialization. So political learning is based on concept that encompasses both the active and passive and the formal and informal ways in which people mature politically. So when it comes to learning political socialization or learning the art of politics, it basically involves different aspects. Either you may be an active member of politics, you might be a passive member of political process, you might be having some kind of a formal understanding as well as informal ways through which we learn different aspects of politics and society. So therefore, individual developed a political self, a sense of personal identification with the political world. They acquire knowledge, belief, and values that helps them comprehend government and policy. So therefore, individuals develop their political self and some sense of personal identification in this world only through knowledge, beliefs, and values that they have learned within the system of government and politics. In fact, the sense of being and feeling of belongingness to a unique nation and its shared belief in political ideas is conveyed through this process of political learning. So therefore, this sense of being and feeling of belongingness to a unique aspects of nation or to a unique concept of nationalism, it is all because of the shared belief and shared political ideas which has conveyed through the process of political learning. Thus, people develop attitude towards political system through the socialization process. So, when we talk about political socialization, it is all about people contribution, people's participation in the system, in the political affairs of the state, either through certain values, either through certain attitudes, knowledge, information, or any other political process. So once you become a part of a society, once you have a certain interest in a politics, once you learn certain aspects of politics, you become a part of a larger picture of political socialization. So, this is the meaning of political socialization. Now, let us talk about definition of political socialization. So, political socialization is the process of acquiring and changing culture of one's own political environment by which people form their ideas about politics. It is a lifelong development of person's political value. Now, when we talk about definitions of political socialization, it is nothing but a process of acquiring that change, or a change in a culture, or acquiring that cultural aspects of political environment. And it is not a question of one day or a month or a year. It is a lifelong development of a person's. Once you become a part, or once you are being associated with the political structure of a society, over a period of time, as a citizen, as an active member, you remain a part of a politics, and through this process you learn and earn different political values. So, political socialization is measured through the use of indexes, the most important of which are political efficacy, political trust, citizens' duty, expectation for political participation, and political knowledge. So, when we talk about political socialization, then there are certain guidelines or certain indexes which will help us to understand and measure what is the level of political socialization. And here, this can be explained with the use of political efficacy, the trust, citizenship duty, their expectation for a political participation, and political knowledge. So, according to Dawson, political socialization occurs during childhood. People continue to shape their political values, beliefs, and attitude throughout their lives and hold expectation in politics. So, Dawson has rightly stressed upon a very important process of political socialization, and according to him, this process starts at your childhood, because childhood is a very important journey, or very important part of one's individualism. In fact, that is a time during which it shapes your political values, your political beliefs, and definitely you develop certain amount of attitude towards the politics, because it is a learning phase of one's individual. And from childhood till you enter into adolescent and then to a matured age, you, by that time, you have already formed your political socialization. According to Powell and Lowart, political socialization is the study of the developmental process by which people of all age from 12 to 30 and adolescent acquires political values, beliefs, attitudes, and behavior. Now here again, Powell and Lowart focus about political socialization as study of a developmental process. And when we talk about the developmental process, he is basically talking about people between the age of 12 to 30 and adolescent who acquires different types of political values, beliefs, and attitudes over a period of time. Moving on to Fred Greenstein, he defines political socialization as a particular type of political learning whereby people develop the attitude, values, beliefs, and behavior that are conducive to becoming good citizens in their country. Again, Mr. Greenstein stress upon a certain type of political learning, and this political learning happens only when people develop an attitude in the system, develop political values, has political belief and behavior that is very conducive to becoming a good citizen in their country. So, to conclude, it can be said that political socialization is a lifelong development process by which individuals learn political attitudes, value, belief, and behavior through the process of acquiring and changing culture of one's own political environment. It is a part of the broader socialization process where an individual become a member of a particular society and take on its value, belief, attitude and behavior. The social and cultural interaction of the individual has major impact on the formation of individual opinion. Therefore, political socialization occurs during the childhood and continues to adulthood to shape their political culture. I hope you have understood the meaning and definitions of political socialization. See you soon in next tutorial.